Hey YouTube, welcome to my tube. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about my skincare journey. It's been a long one, but obviously a very successful one. I am not wearing any makeup right now aside from my eyebrows and eyelashes. I'm not wearing foundation, no concealer, no nothing. So let's go ahead and jump right on into this video. So the story goes, I started my skincare journey around middle school. And it really started just because I was trying to avoid going through breakouts and getting pimples and getting texture and all of it. So my parents and I decided to get on to Proactive. Moment of silence because I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But I started Proactive basically my 7th grade year in middle school, and I used it all the way through high school. Excuse me, I used it all the way through high school, and I stopped using it my freshman year of college. And I like the 4, 5, 6, 7, I want to say the 7 years I used Proactive. My skin was wonderful. It was great. I will insert pictures showing you how my skin looked back then when I was using it, and it was amazing. So clear. My pores weren't, I mean, they were a little big, but they weren't as big, I guess. And I don't know, it was just different. Like, my skin was good and I would only get pimples every now and then. But the moment I got off Proactive, that's when the problems really started. So it didn't start immediately, like it wasn't one day to the next that I was getting pimples or breakouts or anything like that, but it did happen awfully quick. So within a few months I started to get breakouts, very small ones, and it started in the middle of my eyebrows here, and then this cleared up for a little. I didn't do anything. I was just using, I think I was using CeraVe face cleanser and their moisturizer. I wasn't using any other products aside from that. No sunscreen, no anything. Just the cleanser and the moisturizer. And then after the pimples between my eyebrows went away, I started getting pimples everywhere else. So my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, my chin, you name it, I probably had a pimple there. And I'm going to be inserting pictures also of how my skin looked, and of course you can see how my skin looks now, so the difference is a little crazy. So I went through all that, and then it just got worse and worse and worse, and my skin was so irritated. I don't know if it was the products I was using, what I was eating, just getting off of Proactive and like putting so much stress on like trying to have good skin for so many years that like all of it just exploded, or I don't know what it was, but basically my skin was not having it with me after I got off Proactive, and I don't blame it. If you use Proactive, disclaimer, if you use Proactive and it works for you, amazing, lovely, and that's awesome. But for me, it worked, and then when I got off it, it stopped working. And that's been the case for a few people that I've seen. My sister also had the same situation. But again, if it works for you and you like it, then go ahead. Another small disclaimer is, of course, I'm not an esthetician, a dermatologist, anything like that. These are just products that didn't work for me, and other products that did work for me. So, you know, take everything with a grain of salt, and if you do decide to use it and it works, great. But anyway, continuing the story, after my skin continued to break out, I really just started to try out products. Like, I would watch YouTubers and what they use. I asked friends who had clear skin what they use, and I obviously didn't use all the products at once, but I did try several of them, and some things worked for a little and then they stopped working, and then I would get even more breakouts, or I would just break out again, and some things didn't work at all. Zero. Zilch. And my skin was just going through it for many years, and my skin didn't start clearing up from texture and pimples and everything like that until a few months ago, actually. So I've had pimples until recently, and you know, it's like a love-hate with it, because I do love myself and I love my skin and I love how I looked with and without acne. But of course, without acne, it's just so much more confidence and so much more like being able to feel free about it. It's just a different thing, and I'm sure if you guys have acne then you understand it. But again, do love yourself, and we're all beautiful no matter what. But for me personally, I just feel the most confident and the most beautiful without any acne on my skin, and it completely changed how I felt about myself having it, which was a whole other lesson learned with that. You know, having that skin problem, or just having like random skin things come up, really does make you love yourself, because there's just no getting rid of it that fast. Like I said, it's not from one day to the next. It's a process, and it's a long one sometimes. So just, it takes time. Going on a rant. So these are some products, and I have my little bin here, my products that I use. Well, actually, let's go ahead and get started with tools I use on my face. So I do use my rollers. I have a rose quartz and a jade roller that I use every morning. I use these babies. Sometimes throughout the day, if I'm bored, I just start like rolling my face to like clear my lymphatic system and all of that. But I do use these. I also use a gua sha. I use this mostly at night, and this has been something new that I'm using, but I really like it, and it's so relaxing. It's such a nice relaxing moment. You get to just, you know, meditate a little, just be with yourself. It's definitely a self-love moment when you're doing all of these things. So, you know, if you're into this, let me know down below, and I'll make a video on how I use it, what products I use with it, and basically how I use it against my skin. So comment down below if you'd like to see that. But this is one of the other products I use mostly at night. I don't remember what this is called right now, but I use a facial razor, and I believe it's called dermaplaning, to get rid of my peach fuzz. I don't use it too often. I use it when I remember, like every few months, if not once a month, just to like clear up the peach fuzz, get rid of like old skin cells that are still on my body even after exfoliate. On my skin even after exfoliation. But I do use this, like I said, once a month. I don't use it too often, and you shouldn't use it too often. And if you aren't scared of using this, it's completely understandable. Some spa places actually do this, where like you can get facials done. Some of them do dermaplaning, I believe it's called, and I'm pretty sure it's called. So, you know, maybe you can get it done somewhere if you're scared to do it yourself. But for me, it's fine. Again, if you want to see a video on how I dermaplane my face, feel free to comment down below, and I will show you. I also use this on my brows, so it's like a all-in-one tool. Alright, so let's get into the products that I use. So I used to wash my face with the CeraVe salicylic acid facial cleanser, and that was working on me for a while. It actually got rid of a lot of the bumps that I had and a lot of the texture. I still had some remaining texture left, but it did work. So if you're thinking of looking into that, or if you're thinking of using that product, I definitely recommend it. It is great. Do not get the matching CeraVe salicylic acid lotion or moisturizer. I don't remember how it goes. I will put a picture here. Do not get this, because this is not for your face. This is actually meant for your body. And I've seen many dermatologists on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, everywhere, even articles talking about how people have been using this for their face, and it's actually meant for your body. So just pointing that out. Again, if you want to try it, go ahead, but I'm just saying, do not use this on your skin if you do not want to break out even more. But when I stopped using the CeraVe salicylic acid facial cleanser, I moved on to the Roche-Posay hydrating gentle cleanser, and it literally feels like a little milk cleanser. It is lovely. It feels so soft. It's gentle. It's for normal to dry skin, and it works wonders. I absolutely love it. It almost feels like you're not rubbing anything into your face. It's amazing. Definitely recommend. 10 out of 10. This is literally my second bottle. This is how fast I go through this. I literally use this for day, night, after makeup, all of it. This is the one. This is it. And I especially like it because it has a pump that locks and opens. So if you're traveling, or even if you just have it in the bin like I do, I always keep it locked until I use it, then I open it. And I guess for me, it's just a way to keep bacteria from going into the product if it's locked, or at least that's how I think of it. And also it just helps to not waste it if you happen to press it by accident. So La Roche-Posay gentle hydrating gentle cleanser, definitely recommend. And it is dermatologist tested, and it is safe for sensitive skin. So it's just an overall great facial cleanser. So I use this is just on my fingers. I do a whole pump, and then I rub, and then I put it on my face. I don't use a brush. I don't use anything else on my fingers on my face aside from my fingers. I just gently rub against my skin. You really don't need anything, but if you do use it, then you could just, again, use this on it. But you really don't need anything aside from your fingers on your face. They are they have more than enough strength to cleanse your face, I promise. I also know a lot of people use oils before they go in with facial cleanser, like they do a double wash. That did not work for me either. That definitely broke me out and made my skin drier than usual, so I don't use the one. And I did try to use the THC one, in case you're wondering. THC, I believe, I think that's what it's called, the THC deep cleansing oil, and that did not work out. It did not break me out. It made me extremely dry. So this is what works for me, just one cleanse. I also use this Province Beauty Natural Vegan Vitamin C and Probiotic Serum, and I use this every morning. It's literally halfway the bottle. I got this at Marshall's, which is crazy because I know some people are not fans of buying beauty products at Marshall's, Ross, or anything like that, but other people are, and I'm definitely all for it. Like, why not? If it's affordable and it's gonna work and you've tried the product before, then go on ahead. You know, if it works for you, that's all that matters. But again, I got lucky that this worked, and I was actually using another vitamin C serum that I got in a BoxyCharm before I used this. So I've been using vitamin C for a long time, and it's actually helped a lot with my acne scars, and as well as getting rid of my acne and just keeping my skin hydrated. So I love this, and I use this with my jade or my rose quartz roller in the morning. I also use Aveeno Protect and Hydrate Sunscreen, and this is the one for the face, broad spectrum, SPF 50. I haven't been, it's 24-hour hydration, lightweight formula, sweat plus water resistant, and it's for 80 minutes. I haven't been able to find this size actually ever since I bought it a few years ago, and I actually stopped using it because I thought this was one of the reasons that was my skin was flaring up and it was acting up, but it wasn't, because now I use it just fine, and it's not the reason at all. But I did think it was for a long time. But anyway, my point is that I do use a sunscreen, good catch, a sunscreen every day, and it's super important. So if you don't use one, I would definitely invest in one every day in the day, whether you're inside, you're going outside, you're not leaving the house, whatever it is. Please wear sunscreen. It is the fountain of youth. It's here. So definitely go for this. Or any other SPF. Once again, I'm just being biased because this is my favorite and it works great and it works wonderful. And I put one of my best friends on it. Shout out to you, Monica. So it works, I promise. Another product that I use is actually The Ordinary's AHA BHA Peeling Solution. With this one, it's another one that you do have to be careful if you have sensitive skin. It provides a bit of a sting, just a tiny bit of a sting when you first put it on. No one actually knows why, and I'm not the only person whose face it stings. If you search it on TikTok, if you search it on YouTube, if you try it out for yourself, or if other friends have tried it, they can tell you that it does give a slight sting, and it only lasts for like a few seconds and then it goes away. This is not a product meant to be used every day either. This is a product that you're meant to use once a week, and you're not supposed to mix it with other AHAs or BHAs, as well as glycolic acid. So like the glycolic acid from The Ordinary, you do not use these the same days, you use them on separate days. There's a whole science to it. This is just another product I use, and I haven't used it in a long time actually, in a few weeks actually, and it is considered a face mask. So you can use it every once in a while, you can use it every few weeks, you can use it every week, at least once a week. Just don't get crazy with this product because it is extremely intense, and it can make your skin sensitive. So this is just one of those products. Something else that I use by The Ordinary is their salicylic acid 2% mask, and this is literally almost running out on me. This is amazing. I'm pretty sure this has helped me clear my texture so much. I used to have a bunch of texture on my cheeks even once I cleared my acne and all my bumps and all that. I had a whole bunch of texture on my cheeks. I had texture on my forehead. I had texture everywhere. I think I got this at like the beginning of quarantine. So it's been about a year and I still have it. So it lasts and it's amazing. Go get your hands on this. Another product that I use is actually Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate, and it's a replenishing elixir of pure essential oils and distilled botanicals to restore the appearance of skin by morning. So it's called a midnight recovery. So it is meant to be used at night, and that's exactly when I use it. So, you know, nights, but it's also like the last time I washed my face. So for example, today I worked out early and I washed my face in the shower, of course, and I put it on right after because I'm not gonna go out. I don't have anything else planned, so I was just like, I could just put it on. So this is if you're not gonna go out, if you're not gonna do anything else type of thing, you can definitely put this on and just let it soak in and let your skin do what it's gonna do. And it's amazing. I freaking love it. I started using it because I really wanted to start incorporating slowly a serum or an oil, because again, I stopped using all my products to see what worked, what didn't work, and I just started really lowering the amount of products I use. So I want to slowly incorporate a little bit more. So I wanted to do an oil, and this one is amazing. If you want to get an oil, get this one. I love it. 1,000,001 people rave about it, and I'm one of them. It is amazing. I try to put everyone on it. Your skin is so nice after. It smells good. I know a lot of people aren't fans of putting essential oils on their face, and I completely understand, but I don't know. It's something about this specific product that I love. It is amazing. My skin wakes up so plump, so soft. I literally look flawless. Absolutely love it. A1, 100% recommend. If you get anything from this video, get this. This is amazing. Okay, so this next product I know a lot of people don't like, and a lot of people are not fans of, especially dermatologists, I think, and estheticians. And, you know, I get it, I do, but I love it. And it's the Biore Charcoal Deep Cleansing Pore Strips. I don't use it too often. I use it when I feel like I need to refresh my nose or my chin. This is mostly where I get my blackheads, right here or on my nose usually. So I'll do this like maybe once a month, maybe not even that much. I used it literally today, and before that I hadn't used it since like 2 months ago. So it's not something I use too often, and you shouldn't. So definitely recommend if you have like those annoying little black spots on your nose that you don't really know how to get rid of. It's this. I promise. It's the one. This is amazing. But also, I saw a video earlier, and it was saying that the ordinary AHA BHA also works great for those little bumps. So I'm going to try and use it a little bit more often just on my nose. It's not so much bumps. It's more like oil that has accumulated into your pores, so it looks dirty. But it's really just oil that's accumulated into your pores, like I said. So this removes it, but also this does too, according to the video I watched earlier. And again, this is a mask, so it's not like you gotta use it every day, and you shouldn't even with that. So the last, not so much the last, but I guess the last product I use, I keep it in this bottle, which is actually a Muchas Raíces bottle, because the bottle it came in broke. I dropped it one day and it did not last. But this is the First Aid Beauty Moisturizer. I'm gonna put a picture because I don't remember the entire name of it, and I don't remember anything but how the bottle looks, and I'm not about to sit here and describe the bottle. But this is amazing. It literally healed any dry spots I had from the THC oil that made me have dry skin, or any other time that I have had dry skin. This moisturizer heals it. It is amazing. It works wonders. They actually sell this at Marshall's also, so if you find it at your local Marshall's and you're willing to give it a try, please go ahead and do so. It smells amazing. It has so many benefits. It is good. And I know a lot of people rave about First Aid Beauty too, but it's just that good. Like, it's just, no words to describe how good it is, but definitely a moisturizer I recommend. Lastly, is this a face mask that I use, and it is by Bliss. It's the Jelly Glow Peel Gentle Exfoliator with Fruit Enzymes, and this is not the original AHA BHA mask that I used. The original was called Aha Peel So Good, but it is no longer available, which literally broke my heart when I found out, because that thing was amazing. And literally, I can't even talk. It literally is just a gel-like consistency, and you put it on your fingers and you rub it into your skin, and you see the actual dead skin coming off your face, clumping off, all of it. So it's amazing. This is a good substitute, I suppose, but I am still biased, and I think Aha Peel So Good is so good. Well, with that being said, and all the recommendations that I have given, this completes the video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Please let me know down below if you want to see the gua sha or the dermaplaning video. I'm more than glad to do that, or anything else that I suggested throughout this whole video. I will be doing my daytime and my nighttime routine like I mentioned. So that's definitely coming. Keep your eye out for that. Make sure you put the notification button so that you keep up with any future videos. And again, I hope you guys liked this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye. No! I'm gonna be putting the time slots from the top. From the top, make it pop. That's away. Oh my god, I really can't talk today. Pinga, estoy mal.